Welcome back. My name's Chris, per usual. I'm here with Danya from Pickled in Scotland. She's actually going to be coming into our Tollcross branch on the 6th of December, and coming by the Broughton Street store on the 20th, showing off her special kind of local Scottish fruit cheeses. So first off, Danya, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about, first off, Pickled in Scotland, its fruit cheeses, kind of run me through the history of the company itself in a couple of words. Where are you? How long have you been there?
I'm not sure about a couple of words,
Fair
but
enough.
what we're about is that we have a real passion for Scottish fruit and a recognition that it's a very short growing season, so therefore we need to do something with it while it's available,
Right.
if we want to be able to eat it the year round or out of season. And so preserving is the way that we've done it for generations and generations, and this is just another way of preserving our fruit.
Beautiful. Here at Real Foods, we really try to push working with local companies. Where's Pickled in Scotland from? Where was it started? Can you give me just a brief history of the company?
Yes, we began in 2013, so we're a young company.
Barely know.
And we are amazingly in the position where we have a commercial kitchen,
Wow.
which is a hard thing to get in Edinburgh. So we're in Portobello, and we make our products there. We're just there to make preserves with fruit. Our kitchen is a vegan kitchen.
It is, okay.
In that we don't use or we don't incorporate anything that's not a fruit or a vegetable.
That's delightful. I mean, specifically about your fruit cheeses. What about them is kind of that special about Pickled in Scotland's line of fruit cheeses? Is it the taste? Is it the way it's made? Is it the kind of ethos behind it?
Yeah.
All of the above, perhaps?
Well, yes, all of the above. Yeah, so for instance, the fruit that we use is all Scottish, and
Excellent.
That's an absolute prerequisite, because we don't really see the need to go around the world looking for
Right.
fruit when we have such a nice variety here in
Delightful.
Scotland. And because we're looking at Scottish fruit only, we have to go to extra lengths to sometimes find it. So for example, with this crabapple fruit cheese, the crab apples are foraged. So part of the fruit that we source is foraged.
Oh, wow.
So for example, elderberries, rose hips and crab apples are all foraged. Some of the fruit comes from really small growers. So for instance, there are small fruit farms all over Scotland, in particular in Perthshire and Dundee. And so we buy direct from these farms. Some of the fruit is grown in a very short season, and we have it picked for us on a weekly basis.
Okay.
And then, so we know exactly where the fruit is coming from, and it's very direct.
Excellent. Excellent.
And that means that we can trace through our own records exactly where each batch has come from. And then we're in a really privileged position that we can also source from heritage orchards. So if you think of the Tay Valley, which has traditionally been one of the market growing areas of Scotland for centuries and centuries
Right.
and centuries, there is still a great fruit offering there.
That's amazing.
And so for example, the plum fruit cheese that we're making this year, all of the plums have come from Newborough, which used to be in the grounds of Lindores Abbey, and the orchards there were planted in medieval times. And so today, these villagers actually have maybe a modern house and a tree sitting in their garden that's 300-400 years old. And so we go to the fruit festival that they have in the season, and we buy direct from them. So there's a real variety of where the fruit is coming from, and it's all very direct, and it's all Scottish.
It's direct, it's Scottish, it's historical. You're getting a little piece of Scottish history in every bite. That's fantastic. We've kind of talked a little bit about specifically the Pickled in Scotland line. Can you tell me a little bit about some accompaniments for the fruit cheeses?
But these, as vegan and gluten-free products, can be served with non-dairy cheese,
Okay.
with nuts and chocolate nibs, that sort of thing, as a sharing platter, or they can be used with smoked fish.
Any personal recommendations or favorites, perhaps? Anything that if someone's popping in for about 5 minutes that they can immediately kind of hone in on?
I think the plum fruit cheese with a strong blue. A strong blue, like a Danya or a Lanark, and we have lots of them in Scotland that we can go from. But for the winter season, it's got to be the round berry cheese, because rounds are the little winter red berry that is about to happen in our fruit cheeses. So watch out for that, because you won't get it anywhere else. It's completely unique.
Brilliant, I love it. Well, Danya, thanks so much for being with us today. Thanks for coming in and doing the tastings, again, the 6th and the 20th. Where can we find you? If someone comes into the tastings and loves your product, where can they go to find out more about the company, if they want to get involved, perhaps? What's your contact information?
Well, we have a website, which is pickledin.scotland.co.uk, and we tweet at pickled_in_Scot.
Lovely. Danya, thanks again for being here.
Thank you.